Shri Jagadambaye Namaha, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Moving on with the Keelaka Stotram. Yo nishkilam vidhayainam nityam jabati samsputam sa siddhaha saganaha sopi gandharvo jayate naraha. So yesterday we saw how Keelakam Stotram as such is the key to unlock the full benefits of reading Devi Mahatmyam. So first we please Lord Shiva and then we move on to Devi Mahatmyam. So it is believed that Shiva should open up the doors to reach Devi. In this particular sloka, it is said Nishkilam, which means the unlocking of Devi Mahatmyam. If one is able to reap the benefits of Devi Mahatmyam, what would happen? The devotee will be raised from the mundane level to a celestial level. So in a way, when we talk about Keelakam, it is also the key that would prompt the devotee to stick on to Devi Mahatmyam, because at the beginning itself there is a declaration that Devi Mahatmyam definitely would take you to the next level provided we do the proper unlocking. So how do we do? Just like we have the lockdown and the unlocking process now, right? So the locking is the argalam, where we lock ourselves from the external distractions, and unlocking is from within. We are releasing the energy from within, which can channelize on one medium or at one point, and that is that of Devi, or the Devi Bhakti is the channel that can utilize this energy to its full potential. न चैवाप्यतस्तस्य भयं क्वापीह जायते नाप मृत्युवशं याति मृतो मोक्षमवाप्नुयात्. When we talk about unlocking, it clearly also says that once we do the unlocking, what do we mean by unlocking? It doesn't mean that supernatural powers would gush into us at the preliminary level, at least. The siddhis would come in once we reach that level. But for the beginner, what does unlocking mean? Unlocking means is to reach that state of calmness, that state of equilibrium, where we are unaffected by happiness and sorrow. So it says that Devi Mahatmyam has the ability to make you balanced, as you would not be afraid or sorrowful or too happy, which are all fleeting emotions. And thus, by giving us the state of equilibrium or of balance, it will liberate our souls. Jnatva prarabhya kurvita hyakurvano vinashyati tato jnatvaiva sampannam idam prarabhyate buddhaihi. So there is a sort of warning given here that one should get into the business of reading Devi Mahatmyam only if you know the procedure of unlocking. So does that mean that Devi Mahatmyam is something that should not be read by everyone? As far as I think, the answer is no. No, it doesn't mean that it is not something that is accessible to or it doesn't mean that it is not something that is accessible to the common people. It just means that when we read any text for that matter, it has to be done with full sincerity. How will the unlocking happen? Only if we shut ourselves from the external distractions. So I'm reading Devi Mahatmyam, and then I think about my house, or whether I have locked my house, what I have kept in the kitchen, or what my children are doing. If those are the things or the thoughts that come into my mind, then the unlocking has not happened properly. So I think it is this stage that the sloka means by saying that unlocking has to be done properly so that we can reap the full benefits of Devi Mahatmyam. Saubhagyadi cha yaktim chid drishyate lalna tatsarvam tatprasadena tena japyamidam shubham. So all who read Devi Mahatmyam would reap the benefits provided we go through the proper procedure. And what is that proper procedure? It also means that there is no shortcut to achieve liberation, to achieve Devi's grace, to surrender ourselves to her feet is something very challenging, and it has to be done constantly, continuously, and consciously. शनैस्तु जप्यमानेऽस्मिन् स्तोत्रे सम्पत्तिरुचकैः भवत्येव समग्रापि ततः प्रारभ्यमेव तत्. So, the Keelakam, we said, right? It is the key for unlocking. So, there are a few instructions that it is giving, just like the government is giving the procedure for unlock 1, 2, 3, and so on. Keelakam is also giving us certain procedures for unlocking. What is that? First, we have to know what is this unlocking. We have to be fully dedicated and concentrated while we read Devi Mahatmyam. 2. It says that the Parayanam has to be done not in a husky voice but in bold voice. Why is that? Because if I read it silently or if I do it in a husky, all these are for the beginners who are doing it for the first time. The veterans don't need these instructions. Remember that. So when I read Devi Mahatmyam in silence or in husky voice, and I'm totally new to this, first of all, I don't know what the text means because we are oblivious to the Sanskrit language. And then slowly my mind would slip away. I would think about other things. Okay, any work that is pending or so on. And after the travel that the mind has taken, by the time it comes back, almost the first chapter or the Prathima Charitram itself would have been over. So what is the use of such Parayan? So for the mind to concentrate fully, so that the mind doesn't get distracted, the Keelakam is instructing that the Parayanam should be done in a bold voice, loud and clear, with Shuddha pronunciation. ऐश्वर्यं यत् प्रसादेन सौभाग्यरोग्यसम्पदः शत्रुहानिः परो मोक्षः स्तूयते सा न किं जनैः. So finally it is reiterating again and saying that you will be benefited out of this text. Why is this statement being repeat it again and again. You have to see that Keelakam is just before we start the Parayan of Devi Mahatmyam. So, in a way, it is giving an assurance to the reader, don't worry, you are in the right path, you will get the benefit. Now, when we talk about benefit, again, this is for the beginners. Okay, one who is at the primary level, who might read Devi Mahatmyam for certain favors or for certain purposes only, not just for the sake of knowing the text or knowing the magnanimity of Devi as such. It would be to serve some purpose, or it might be to ask for some favor. So, in that case, the text definitely assures that yes, you are in the right path and things would turn out in your way because you are about to reap the benefit of Devi Mahatmyam. So, in a way, Keelakam is giving you that positive vibe. It is giving you the assurance. Read this, do the Parayan with full sincerity, and Devi will come and bless you. Shri Jagadambaye Namaha.